Yo, what's up, everybody? We're about to embark on a journey to uncover some of America's best-kept secrets. Think you've seen everything this country has to offer? From coast to coast, hidden in plain sight, are places so breathtaking, you'll be wondering why you haven't booked a ticket already. We're talking secret canyons, crystal-clear lakes, waterfalls that'll make your jaw drop, and towns that time forgot, all bursting with that unique American charm. Over the next 15 stops, we're diving deep into the heart of America. You ready? Let's go! First up, we're headed north to the Apostle Islands in Wisconsin. Picture this. A kayak, and a maze of islands carved out by glaciers millions of years ago. We're talking towering sandstone cliffs that plunge straight into the crystal-clear waters of Lake Superior. But the real magic happens beneath the surface. Literally. Sea caves. Imagine paddling through these narrow passages, sunlight filtering in through the cracks, the water glowing an otherworldly blue. It's like stepping into another planet, and the best part is, you can explore it all by kayak. The Apostle Islands are a hidden gem, a kayaker's paradise, and the perfect way to kick off our adventure. The air is crisp, the water is freezing, in a good way, and the silence is broken only by the sound of your paddle cutting through the water. Next up, we're heading to a place that feels like it belongs on another planet. Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. Close your eyes and imagine this. Towering dunes. Some of them over 750 feet tall, rising up from the valley floor like mountains of sand. The scale of this place is just mind-blowing. You can literally spend hours hiking up these dunes, the sand shifting beneath your feet, the wind whipping past you. And when you reach the top, the views are just insane. You can go sandboarding down the dunes, try your hand at sand sledding, or just roll down headfirst and embrace the inner child. At night, the stars come out in full force, blanketing the sky in a million tiny pinpricks of light. From towering dunes to thundering waterfalls, our next hidden gem takes us to Letchworth State Park in New York. Now I know what you're thinking. Waterfalls in New York? This isn't Niagara Falls we're talking about. Letchworth is known as the Grand Canyon of the East, and for good reason. The Genesee River carves its way through this park, creating three major waterfalls that cascade down sheer cliffs, surrounded by dense forests that blaze with color in the fall. Imagine hiking along the rim of the gorge, the roar of the falls echoing through the trees, the mist rising up to meet you. Or picture yourself paddling down the river, the water rushing past you as you navigate the rapids. Letchworth is a place where you can truly escape the city and reconnect with nature. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a bald eagle soaring overhead. We're heading 70 miles west of Key West, Florida, to Dry Tortugas National Park. This isn't your typical national park. It's a collection of 7 islands surrounded by turquoise water. You'll feel like you've stepped onto a deserted island paradise. Pristine beaches, swaying palm trees, and top-notch snorkeling and diving. The real star is the underwater world, home to a vibrant coral reef ecosystem with colorful fish, sea turtles, and reef sharks. And if you're a history buff, Fort Jefferson awaits, a massive 19th century fort to explore. Pack your bags, grab your snorkel gear, and get ready for an unforgettable adventure. We're heading to the Pacific Northwest to a place that's both beautiful and a little bit eerie. Crater Lake National Park in Oregon. This lake was formed over 7,700 years ago when a massive volcano, Mount Mazama, erupted with such force that it collapsed in on itself, creating a caldera that filled with water. The result? Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States, known for its intensely blue water and the sheer cliffs that rise up from its depths. You can hike around the rim, take a boat tour out to Wizard Island, a volcanic cinder cone that rises out of the lake, or just sit back and soak in the views. Crater Lake is a place of stark beauty, a reminder of the raw power of nature, and a must-see for anyone visiting the Pacific Northwest. Get ready to feel the heat in the Mojave Desert at Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada, a photographer's dream with a kaleidoscope of colors sculpted by wind and rain for millions of years. Imagine hiking through this otherworldly landscape, with red rock formations towering above you. Explore ancient petroglyphs left by the Anasazi, or hike to Rainbow Vista for panoramic views. You might even spot a desert bighorn sheep. The Valley of Fire is a hidden gem and a must-see for anyone visiting Nevada. We're heading back to the Great Lakes region, this time to a place that's all about sand, surf, and stunning sunsets. Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore in Michigan. This place is home to massive sand dunes, some of them over 450 feet tall, that plunge dramatically into the turquoise waters of Lake Michigan. Imagine yourself climbing to the top of these dunes, the sand shifting beneath your feet, the wind whipping through your hair. And when you reach the top, the views are just breathtaking. You can see for miles in every direction, the dunes stretching out before you like a giant sandbox, the lake sparkling in the distance. But the real magic happens at sunset. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky explodes in a riot of colors, casting long shadows across the dunes. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're going deep into the heart of the Grand Canyon, to a place that's as magical as it is remote Havasu Falls. This is a 10-mile trek through rugged canyon country to reach a hidden oasis that feels like it belongs on another planet. Imagine yourself hiking down into the canyon, the walls towering above you, the sound of the Havasu Creek growing louder with every step. And then, you turn a corner, and there it is, Havasu Falls, cascading down a sheer cliff into a pool of the most vibrant turquoise water you've ever seen. You can swim in the pools, hike to the top of the falls, or just relax on the beach and soak in the scenery. We're heading back to the Apostle Islands, but this time, we're diving deeper, literally. Remember those sea caves we talked about? Well, get ready to experience them in a whole new way, by kayak, at night. Imagine paddling through these caves, the only light coming from your headlamp, the sound of your breath echoing off the sandstone walls. The water is crystal clear, and you can see the bottom even in the darkness. It's an eerie, otherworldly experience, like stepping back in time. And as you paddle out of the cave and into the open water, the stars above seem to shimmer and dance on the surface of the lake. We're returning to the Great Sand Dunes National Park, but this time, we're waking up before the sun to experience the magic of this place at dawn. Imagine this. You're standing on top of a giant sand dune, the wind whipping around you, as the first rays of sunlight creep over the horizon, painting the sand dunes in hues of gold and pink. As the sun rises higher, the shadows lengthen and shift, creating a constantly changing landscape that's both beautiful and surreal. You can hike to the top of Star Dune, the tallest dune in North America, and watch the sunrise from the highest point in the park. We're heading back to Letchworth State Park, but this time, we're visiting during the most magical time of year, fall. Imagine this. You're hiking along the rim of the gorge, the leaves of the maple, oak, and beech trees exploding in a riot of colors, fiery reds, golden yellows, and vibrant oranges. The waterfalls are at their most impressive, swollen from the autumn rains, cascading down the cliffs in a thunderous roar. You can take a hot air balloon ride over the park for a bird's-eye view of the fall foliage, or simply find a quiet spot to sit and soak in the beauty of the season. We're returning to Dry Tortugas National Park, but this time, we're spending the night. Imagine this. You're camping on a deserted island, the waves lapping gently against the shore, the only light coming from the moon and the stars above. As the stars come out, the sky explodes in a million twinkling pinpricks of light, brighter than you've ever seen them before. You can fall asleep to the gentle rocking of the waves and wake up to the sound of seagulls calling overhead. It's an experience that's both exhilarating and incredibly peaceful, a chance to disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature in its purest form. We're revisiting Crater Lake National Park, but this time, we're focusing on the stories that lie beneath its surface. Imagine this. You're on a boat tour of the lake, the sun glinting off the water, as a park ranger tells you about the Klamath tribe, who considered this place sacred and believed that the lake was inhabited by a powerful spirit. You can visit the Rim Village Museum to learn more about the park's history and geology, or simply sit on the rim and contemplate the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface of this incredible place. We're venturing back to Valley of Fire State Park, but this time, we're stepping back in time to explore the ancient history that's etched into its rocks. Imagine this. You're hiking through the canyons, the sun beating down on your back as you come across a petroglyph panel, ancient rock carvings left behind by the Anasazi people thousands of years ago. You can explore Atlatl Rock, where you'll find hundreds of petroglyphs, or simply wander through the canyons and let your imagination run wild. We're concluding our journey at Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore, but this time we're experiencing it from a different perspective. Imagine this. You're soaring above the dunes in a glider, the wind whistling past you, as you look down on the vast expanse of sand and water below. The dunes stretch out before you like a giant white blanket, rippling in the wind, while the turquoise waters of Lake Michigan sparkle in the distance. You can take a scenic flight over the dunes, or simply relax on the beach and listen to the waves crashing against the shore. So there you have it, 15 hidden gems across America that'll make you want to ditch the tourist traps and forge your own path. From kayaking through sea caves to witnessing a sunrise over a sea of sand, these places are a testament to the raw beauty and diversity of this country. The best adventures are the ones you carve out yourself. So get out there, explore, get lost, and discover the hidden gems that are waiting to be found. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more travel inspiration, and let me know in the comments which of these spots you're adding to your bucket list. Until next time, peace out.